straight ahead on CCX News. Travail's ambitious new plans. It would give downtown Robbinsdale a modernized look. We hear what residents think about it. Plus, plans to reshape a Brooklyn Park shopping center. Light rail is a big reason why. And later, what I learned at summer camp, or in this case, what I learned at step camp. CCX News starts right now.
Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us. The cat's out of the bag, or should we say a pig. The owners behind Travail and Pig Ate My Pizza are talking more about their grandiose goals that would alter Robbinsdale's downtown restaurant scene. Travail's trio of owners purchased property across the street from its existing location. That property would be knocked down to make way for an ultra-modern, almost museum-like new restaurant. The owners told the Star Tribune they want the restaurant to be one of the few in the country to have the prestigious 2-star Michelin rating. Diners could expect to pay $150 a person for a full night of dining. We asked local residents what they think of the new plans.
Been a patron of Travail and several of the other establishments here over the past 20 years along Broadway, and I'm happy to see the economic development that's occurring.
I'm a little bit mixed on it. I'm going to have to take a wait-and-see approach, and I think it's exciting that for progress. And again, I like to see the economy, being increased locally. As far as how it's going to fit in with everything else, we'll see.
Construction on the new Travail is expected to begin next month. The city is helping with some of the financing because the building that would be demolished is considered blighted. As far as Pig Ate My Pizza, that restaurant would eventually move to the existing Travail location, giving it more room to add a brewery. Brooklyn Park, Hennepin County, and local businesses, meanwhile, are teaming up to improve safety measures along a proposed blue line extension light rail stop. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us what they are doing to keep pedestrians and bicyclists safe.
The Starlite Shopping Center is a popular destination for many pedestrians and bicyclists. Many folks visit the area to go shopping at the two anchor stores, Cub Foods and Target. The shopping center is also located near the future Brooklyn Boulevard LRT station.
We envision, assuming light rail comes, that whole area is just going to blow up because all of a sudden now you have a bunch of people coming in and out of there.
Mayor Lundy says many people will walk or get dropped off at the light rail stop.
A lot of our community are transit dependent.
Denise Butler is with African Career Education Resources Incorporated, one of the groups trying to make the shopping center a more vibrant, safer place.
The station will be exactly outside of McDonald's over there. And you notice there's like a transit station over there. So how do people get off that bus and be able to navigate through this parking lot?
City officials say some folks are worried about walking from the east into Cub because they have to cross the street and a parking lot. With more congestion coming to the area, the city wanted to make it safer for pedestrians and bicyclists. So they made a special path with these yellow markers here to help them navigate from the busy streets to local stores. City and local officials toured the area to check out the temporary markers, which will be up into the end of August.
We're going to have people actually there watching and counting and observing to see how traffic flows at different times of day.
Meanwhile, officials want to revive the shopping center by bringing in more business, and they want community input.
What are some of the more facilities we could put in here? What are some of the more activities, more plaza, more gathering type place that we can make it into be?
All right, Sonia Goins reporting there. The Vietnam War Memorial in Washington, D.C. is famous, but not everyone who wants to can travel to see it. And that's why there are a number of traveling Vietnam Wall replicas, and one of them is making a stop in St. Paul.
It's awe-inspiring. It's quite spectacular, and the simplicity of it, I think, contributes to its awesome nature.
Golden Valley resident Marshall Tannick was there to see the traveling wall on its first day in town. It's a scale model of the real one, and at 375 feet long, it is an impressive but very solemn sight. More than 58,000 names are engraved on the wall, a long list of soldiers killed in the Vietnam conflict. Tannick knew several people whose names are on the wall, helping him understand the experience of reading a loved one's name.
People look on the wall, they touch it, they touch names, and family members, relatives, friends, acquaintances who see and touch the name of a departed oftentimes are quite emotional about it.
The wall is open for viewing day and night through Sunday, and it is just south of the state capitol building next to the permanent Minnesota-Vietnam Memorial. A Crystal resident is making a name for itself, or a Crystal restaurant rather, is making a name for itself, not just for its traditional food, but also its life-saving service.
Because of her quick thinking and reactionary skills, the Crystal Police Department and the City Council would like to recognize you for your brave efforts. She truly is a hero.
Joanne Lesser, a waitress at Crystal Cafe and Grill, helped rescue a customer who was choking. She performed the Heimlich maneuver and, according to police, saved the person's life.
You just never know wherever you're at when you might see somebody collapse, and you need to know what to do.
People in Plymouth are learning how to save lives. Currently, more than 5,200 people have been trained in CPR and AED training through a partnership between the Rotary Club of Plymouth and Public Safety. Training sessions like the one held Wednesday night have been happening for 5 years, and they're free. There have been a few saves connected to people trained in sessions like these.
You start compressions, you send somebody to get an AED, and you have somebody else call 911. And if you get started quickly enough, you have a chance of that victim surviving the issue.
If you want to learn CPR and how to use an AED, there is a training session this Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. There are still spots open. Brooklyn Center is a fun place to be this weekend. Earle Brown Days officially kicks off today, and there's food, fun, and family activities scheduled for the next few days. Reporter Sonia Goins is live with more. Hi, Sonia.
Shannon, the 36th annual Earle Brown Days kicks off today at 6:30. The parade starts at 59th and DuPont and winds all the way down to 69th and DuPont. And as you can see, folks are already lining up for the parade. There are more than 60 units that are going to be in this parade. Joining me now is the Grand Marshal, Bud Sorensen. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So what is the most thing that you're looking forward to in this parade?
Well, actually after the parades, it's going to be a little warm, so getting something to drink, like pop.
Of course, and you're Grand Marshal because you volunteer.
Yes, I usually don't like to get involved like this because I like to work in the background, but I have been working in this various different things in the city for about 40 years, so and maybe it's just time for once.
Well, great. Well, congratulations on being Grand Marshal.
Thank you.
Okay, and of course there are a lot of things to see and do during Earle Brown Days. Back to you.
Still ahead, a summer camp in Golden Valley that's helping kids to take the next step and build confidence too. Plus, we'll hear from local baseball players who are part of the 44th annual High School All-Star Series. But first, a Friday to embrace with sunshine and temperatures in the lower 80s. We'll be right back, everyone. At first, they were shy and nervous, and now some local students are shining on stage.
River City Junction, River City, next stop.
28 students ranging in age from 8 through 13 received a crash course on acting over the past 2 weeks at Osseo's Yellow Tree Theater. Their lessons led up to the production of The Music Man Kids. These students also learned more than just how to act.
They've taught me well, and we've learned this in about a week, so that's pretty good to learn something in a week.
I've gotten a lot of confidence, and it's been really fun. I've met new people, and it's been overall a very good experience.
The confidence that comes with being on stage is absolutely phenomenal. I grew up doing theater, and I know that doing theater as a young kid really influenced who I was, and it's so exciting to be able to give the gift of theater to a lot of these kids.
The kids will have several performances of the show through Friday evening, and as they say, the show will go on next summer with another theater camp. If it's one thing that children enjoy doing, we all know it's making noise. But imagine if they got to do it in a structured environment where they learn how to be leaders at the same time. Delane Cleveland found a program that gives kids that opportunity in this week's edition of What I Learned at Summer Camp.
Attention! In the summer months, the inside of a school is usually the last place where kids want to be. But sometimes, an opportunity comes along that's hard to pass up. This is Step Camp, where children produce rhythms by clapping and stomping their feet.
I think all kids love noise. So stepping is about noise and being creative. All kids love that. Even adults, we love it too.
Tenny Rucker is the step coach at Cooper High School.
March!
This week, she's teaching kids in grades K through 5 as part of the Robbinsdale School District's Summer Academy program.
If we can catch them now at an early age, I think it's wonderful.
Wonderful not just because the kids are learning how to step at a young age, but because of what else they're learning in the process.
A lot of kids are learning social skills and how to interact with one another. They're learning some patience and respect for the leadership roles because they all get a chance to teach if they're not afraid.
Starting point!
One of the kids here is 8-year-old Olivia Martinez. She also participated in the camp when it first debuted last year.
I like my teacher and how she teaches us. I like how I did it last summer, so I just wanted to do it again. And I knew basically all the commands.
Every step team needs a leader to call out commands.
Starting point!
And to help come up with different sounds and movements.
Attention!
Martinez gained the confidence to take on that role as a result of her experience.
When you're calling a command, you have somebody's attention, and to me they're showing the utmost respect because they are doing exactly what you asked them to do.
The hope is that these kids take the next step and continue performing as they get older.
Maybe when I get older in high school, I'll be in the step team. March!
In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Looks like fun. Thanks, Delane. Still ahead, how today's children will shape the lives of future children in Brooklyn Center. But first, it's good soccer done locally. We'll have highlights from a National Premier Soccer League match coming up next in sports.
I'm John Jacobson. The state high school baseball tournament wrapped up Monday. This weekend, many of the top seniors from the class of 2018 are together for the Play Ball Minnesota All-Star Series. Jay Wilcox caught up with some All-Stars from the Northwest suburbs.
They've all excelled for their high school teams, and now it's a pretty big honor to be chosen for the All-Star tournament.
Yeah, it should be a fun weekend, and with all these guys, it's just an honor to be here, and the whole weekend should be a lot of fun, and not just the games, with all the events they have planned for us, and I think we're all really excited for it.
Yeah, it's really an honor to be picked for this. There's a bunch of great players here, both on our team and other teams, so it's just an honor to play with all these guys, best players in the state. So.
Yeah, it's always good to play good competition. It just makes you better, so I'm excited for that. I think it will get me ready because a lot of these guys are going to play college baseball, so that's kind of one thing I'm looking forward to.
It's a 6-team event representing all areas of the state. The Metro West team includes Heritage State Championship game hero pitcher shortstop Seth Halverson, along with Wayzata first baseman pitcher Nick Kay, and Providence Academy's Keenan Hodgkin. While the Metro North team includes outfielder Cal Hansen and pitcher Max Loven from Champlin Park, and catcher third baseman Braden Gray of Armstrong, along with the Tino Grace's Jack Kraler. They're meeting new people and in some cases teaming up with former enemies.
I've played those guys for years and traveling baseball and everything. It's going to be fun to play with them now just because they're such tough competition to play against. So now it'll be fun to play with them and see what they can do against others. We can team up and do it all against other teams.
Yeah, it's a little weird in games, regular season, the last few years. You get kind of chippy every once in a while with them, just playing baseball, you know. And now teammates, got to get along with them. They're all great guys, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's a great showcase of their talents and a reward for a lot of hard work. The local guys on each team also say they came to win. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Heritage's Halverson was named Mr. Baseball this week. All-Star games start at 12:30 p.m. Friday at Chaska Athletic Park. There are 5 games Saturday, wrapping up with the championship game at approximately 7 p.m. Armstrong and Maple Grove enjoyed good seasons in prep baseball this spring, although both fell short of reaching the state tournament. The two met at a North Hennepin League American Legion game on Wednesday, top of the first. After a 2-out triple by Hayden Thompson, Jerry Gooley drives one. That one's down, scoring Thompson for a 1-0 Maple Grove lead. Bottom of the fourth, Westfall down 2-1, but Maple Grove can't make the play on the ground ball, and Bo Yeoman scores to tie it. Top of the sixth, Thompson swings a big stick again, and this time it's gone for a solo home run, giving Maple Grove a 3-2 lead. Thompson is the winning pitcher, but Gooley closes it, striking out the side in the seventh inning, and Maple Grove wins 4-2. The National Premier Soccer League fields teams throughout the country. The Men's Soccer League features 8 teams in the North Conference of the Midwest region. 2 of those sides met up Wednesday in Osseo as the Minnesota Twins Star Club for the Maple Grove Brooklyn Park area played Minneapolis City. Minneapolis scores first when Max Steigwart converts on a penalty kick just over 11 minutes into the match, and the Mighty Crows have a 1-0 lead. The Twin Stars will tie it up. Great through ball ahead to David Cromo, who pushes it past the keeper and then puts the ball away here for a goal. Great effort by Cromo, making it 1-1 just over 17 minutes into the first half. Steigwart puts Minneapolis back in front. His shot off a Twin Stars defender and then off the hand of the goalie and dribbles in. And it's 2-1 Minneapolis. And they hold that lead until the final minute of the first half. Twin Stars captain Kareem Darbaki awarded a penalty kick and he scores. Neither club scores in overtime. This one ends in a 2-2 draw. You can watch the match in its entirety Saturday morning at 10 or Saturday night at 7 here on CCX1. That's all for sports. Shannon, back to you.
All right, thanks, John. Up next, painting a picture of Brooklyn Center's future, how today's youth get to be the ones to do it. That's when we come back. And finally, Brooklyn Center is trying to plan for what the future will look like in 2040, and they are looking for input from the youngest of residents. Think about it. The children who are playing on this playground will be adults, perhaps with children of their own in 22 years. What do they want the community to look like? The city hopes to tap into that resource by asking young people to create a piece of artwork showing what they want the community to look like in the year 2040.
The whole point is to think about what does the next generation want. And as planners, that's what we're continually thinking about. And I think it's really very critical to engage youth in that conversation and in that process.
If you are a student who has finished 6th grade through 12th grade, you could submit artwork by turning it into City Hall or Brooklyn Center High School. The deadline for the Youth Art Contest is July 9th at noon, and winners will receive gift certificates. So put your good work to use. That's all the time we have for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you back here again Friday, starting at 4 o'clock.